Patrick Ewing is back. The Knicks legend is returned to Madison Square Garden, but this time he's not lacing up his sneakers. From his mentorship of current stars to his influence in the front office, we'll explore how this move might change the future of the franchise. So stick around to find out why Ewing's comeback could be exactly what the Knicks need. The New York Knicks have just made another big revelation and are clearly ruling the news this offseason. Following the historic Karl-Anthony Towns deal, the Knicks said Patrick Ewing, one of the most illustrious players in the club, is returning. Not as a player, but rather the official basketball ambassador. This announcement will definitely spark enthusiasm and nostalgia among Knicks supporters, since Ewing's comeback reminds them of his heyday in Madison Square Garden. This is a reunion 24 years in preparation. Ewing's new responsibility transcends merely providing the team with a symbolic presence. The Knicks claim that he'll be involved in both business and basketball operations, therefore implying that his obligations will have much weight on several fronts. The Knicks claim that he'll be involved in both business and basketball operations, therefore implying that his obligations will be weighty on several fronts. For a player that during his time on the court was practically a franchise savior, this represents a return to the Garden. Although Ewing faced tremendous pressure from New York's aggressive sports media and supporters, he also became a ray of hope for the Knicks, guiding the team to memorable Garden events and long playoff runs. Fast forward to now, the Knicks have been on an increasing trend, gently ascending their way back to significance in recent seasons. Ewing to the fold seems like a step meant to harness some of that old-school Knicks mojo. His impact and background could be rather important in enabling the team to make that next stride. After leaving Georgetown University, his alma mater, where he spent several seasons serving as head coach, Ewing's returning to the Knicks. Even if this time coaching Georgetown presented difficulties, it gave him insightful leadership expertise. That experience seemed to open the path for this fresh chance with the Knicks, where he can now concentrate on coaching players and supporting the team's general approach. When considering his new position, Ewing revealed his close emotional bond with the Knicks in New York. "I will always be a Knick and a New Yorker, as I mentioned the day my number 33 jersey was raised into the MSG rafters. I'm eager to get started. My home has always been the Garden," he added in an AP News comment. This comment emphasizes the close relationship Ewing has with his team and the city. Hence, his homecoming is very important for Knicks supporters. Regarding daily duties, Ewing's supposed to collaborate closely with team president Leon Rose and Knicks head coach Tom Thibodeau. In a statement, Rose expressed his delight at Ewing coming back and referred to him as a monumental figure, whose great knowledge and expertise from both his playing and coaching years will be a priceless benefit to the team. Ewing's participation will also center on collaborating with the big men of the squad, including freshly acquired Karl-Anthony Towns, and the present Knicks center Mitchell Robinson. For Karl-Anthony Towns, who's adjusting to the great pressure of being a star in New York, Ewing's comeback couldn't come at a better moment. Though gifted, Towns has not yet fully realized his potential on the largest platforms. The intensity of New York's sports scene only serves to heighten the difficulty. But with Ewing as a mentor, Towns will have direction from someone who's not only survived, but also experienced that same strain. Ewing was renowned for his dominating two-way play. If someone can assist Towns in improving his game and manage the weight of New York's expectations, it's him. Apart from collaborating with Towns, Ewing will be very important for Mitchell Robinson's growth. Robinson has shown flashes of genius on defense, but his offensive game still needs some work. Robinson might become a more complete player and confirm his position as one of the league's best shot blockers and rebounders under Ewing's direction. Having a Hall of Famer who succeeded in both facets of the game could be the mentoring Robinson requires to raise his game. The Knicks obviously want to challenge for a title, not only just be competitive. The squad is showing that they're serious about their goals with the significant summer moves already taken, including the signing of Towns and subsequently Ewing's participation. Ewing's basketball IQ, leadership, and close familiarity with the Knicks team will surely give their activities a fresh perspective. Ewing's comeback ultimately to Knicks supporters feels like a homecoming story they could unite around. Having an all-time great like Ewing back in the Garden could be the last touch the Knicks need, as they keep assembling a team ready for top performance. Although his legacy as a Knicks icon's already established, now he has an opportunity to be off-court, but still closely linked to the team's performance. Only hope that the Ewing magic can transfer to his next phase of Knicks basketball, therefore enabling the team to soar to heights never seen in decades. The Patrick Ewing name is connected with the New York Knicks. Originally drafted first overall in 1985, Ewing's remarkable career with the Knicks endured 15 spectacular seasons, and he became the face of the team throughout one of its most trying times. The Georgetown University alum not only wore the recognizable blue and orange uniform, but also became a star of New York basketball and among the best centers in NBA history. During his stint with the Knicks, Ewing made 11 All-Star visits, evidence of his consistency and court dominance. Now hanging in Madison Square Garden's rafters, his number 33 jersey reminds us always of his brilliance and the legacy he created in New York. Beyond only his All-Star choices, Ewing also scored 7 All-NBA selections. He also won the 1985-1986 NBA Rookie of the Year award, and guided the Knicks to 2 NBA Finals appearances in 1994 and 1999. Those are still the team's last shows on the largest platform in the NBA today. Although the Knicks missed out on a title in both finals visits, Ewing's performance on those runs won him great respect. Though he never had a title, his influence on the Knicks and the NBA generally is indisputable. With Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls in a way, Ewing's presence helped the Knicks rise to one of the most powerful teams in the 90s, a decade marked by intense competition. Ewing was similarly rather prominent on the stat sheet. Having 1,039 games with the Knicks, he averaged an amazing 22.8 points, 10.4 rebounds, and 2.7 blocks per game, with a shooting percentage of just over 50%. He was among the most challenging players to defend in the paint, just by virtue of his weight and power. Ewing also regularly produced in critical situations, whether it was a crucial block, a key rebound, or a go-to mid-range jumper, not only presenting decent numbers. Ewing ranks highest in about every significant area when it comes to Knicks records. To date, he owns the most franchise marks for points, 23,665, rebounds, 10,659, and blocks, 2,758. He's among the best well-rounded centers that have ever participated in the game, as he can dominate both defensively and creatively. Ewing's career is evidence that brilliance isn't exclusively judged by medals, even though he has a championship ring. Ewing was a beloved person in New York because of his on- and off-court leadership. Being the pillar of the franchise, he felt great weight from the supporters of the city and the unrelenting New York media. Still, he managed himself with expertise, capturing the toughness and resiliency that supporters learned to value. Ewing's impact in the NBA has continued even into retirement. Though his playing days were over, he stayed close to basketball, and his contributions to the game are well known. Acknowledging his status among the best to have ever played, Ewing was nominated for the NBA's 50th and 75th anniversary teams in 1996 and 2021, respectively. These honors capture the significant influence he's had on the game, both on and off the court. But the Patrick Ewing's Knicks story is about to open a fresh chapter. Ewing's once more engaged in the Knicks. Ewing is once more engaged in the Knicks, where he spent most of his career, after returning formally as their official basketball ambassador. Although his responsibilities mostly center on business and basketball operations, many Knicks supporters believe his presence will bring some of that old Ewing magic back to Madison Square Garden. Ewing never brought an NBA title as a player, but his comeback to the Knicks presents a chance for him to help the Knicks in a fresh way. Now in the front office, he can at last be able to assist the Knicks in achieving that elusive title, something he battled so hard throughout his playing years. Having played, coached, and led, his background qualifies him, especially to guide this Knicks present lineup. And the talent that will benefit most is Karl-Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson, in my opinion. Bringing back one of the most famous personalities may be the morale boost the team needs for a franchise searching for a championship for decades. Aiming to build on previous triumphs and complete at the highest level once more, Ewing's experience, leadership, and close ties to the team might help guide the Knicks in the proper direction. Ewing's path with the Knicks is in many respects returning full circle. From his days as a dominant force on the court to his current post off the court, Ewing's impact on the franchise is as great as it's ever been. Ewing's legacy is safe, regardless of title or not. Real Knicks supporters know. With him back in the fold, though, there's a fresh hope that the team may at last bring home that ultimate prize, a reward Ewing so just missed over his legendary career. What do you think? Will Ewing help lead the Knicks to the championship they've been chasing for decades? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap that notification bell so you never miss an update.